And welcome back to part 2 of my Jakks wrestling figure collection. I'm just going to start pulling them out of the bin again. Here we go. First one. Bischoff. Eric Bischoff. I think he came in the 2-pack with Austin. Yeah, this is one of my first 2-packs I got with my Ruthless Aggression figures. Yeah, Eric Bischoff. Next up, we got Tyson Tomko. Christian's like bodyguard dude. Pretty sick tats. Pretty sick fig. Next up, we got Rob Van Dam. I think he came in the 2-pack with this Rey Mysterio. Not sure about that though, so don't quote me on that. They could have been two totally different figures from a different set, but for some reason I think that they came together. But awesome figure, way better than that other one with no decal on them. Next up, we got Rob Conway, La Resistance. He came in the box set with Orton and Cena and everybody. Next, we got Devon Dudley, ECW Devon. Decent figure, actually. Wish I had a ECW Bubba. Next, we got Lance Storm. Titantron, Lance Storm. Yeah, not much really to say about him. This figure, Titantron figures, you know, the arms. Alright, next up, we got JBL with his black tights. Don't ever remember him wearing these. But, there you go, JBL. Next up, we got Rosie. Superhero Rosie, when he was partners with the Hurricane. Used to have a Hurricane figure, but I don't know what happened to it. It's a shame. But yeah, there's Rosie. I'll probably end up just getting the new Mattel Hurricane. Yeah, next up we got Triple H. Awesome Triple H. My favorite Triple H from when I was a kid. I just thought it looked really good. I think he came with a sledgehammer. I'm not sure. Yeah, awesome. Triple H. Next up, we got Eugene. Eugene was, of course, Bischoff's nephew or something. I forget, but he was playing a mentally challenged character. It was kind of weird at the time. But yeah, WWE was, I guess, running out of stuff to write about. Next, we got another funny character. Simon Dean, I think was his name. Always trying to sell his supplements and his milkshakes, and I don't know, he was kind of like that Ron Simmons guy, but obviously doesn't look like him. Maybe his name's not Ron Simmons. I don't remember. He was like a workout guy. But yeah, he kind of reminded me of him. Next up, we got another figure I got recently. Brock Lesnar, Ruthless Aggression. Wow, if I would have got this when I was a kid, I would have thought I was the coolest kid ever. I could never find Brock. Me and my one buddy used to talk about finding him, but we could never find him. Like, he had one with like jogging pants and a muscle shirt, but never one like this in his ring gear. So I thought it was awesome when I saw it. Bounty Hunter Toys, I picked it up. It was like $10. So yeah, Brock Lesnar, the Beast. Next up, another figure I got that day from Bounty Hunter Toys. Trish Stratus from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Awesome figure. I think it looks a lot like her. Great likeness. Yeah, Trish. Next up, we got Al Snow, Titantron Al Snow. I don't think I've ever seen him wear this outfit. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think he was just another one I got thrown in with a lot. Another Titantron figure, the arm sticking out. Next up, we got the Legend Killer, Randy Orton. Another one of those guys that just been badass ever since he came onto the scene. Yeah, part of Evolution, decent figure. This could have been after he left Evolution or before, I don't know, but decent figure, Randy. Next up, we got another Titantron, Triple H. I don't remember where I got this one. I believe he's from a 3-pack, though. I feel like I've seen a 3-pack with this figure in it. Let me know in the comments what figure, I guess, if you know. But yeah, there's Triple H. Next up, we got the Scorpion King. The Rock as the Scorpion King. Titantron. I used to love this figure when I was a kid. Wish I still had his sword and his bow and arrow. I think he came with a bow and arrow. But yeah, there's the Scorpion King. Next up, we got Edge. Edge with his sick blue tights. Always like these tights. Yeah, awesome figure. Play with this one a lot. Kind of like this one more than the rated R one that I had, part 1. Yeah, awesome Edge figure. Next, we got Deluxe Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley. Another awesome figure for Deluxe, because Bobby Lashley is almost this gigantic in real life, so it makes total sense to put him in the Deluxe line. Yeah, great figure. I think I got this one at a thrift shop or flea market, maybe. I'm not really sure, but yeah, Bobby Lashley. Next up, we got Kurt Angle with Titantron arms. I don't know why they did this. I think I remember trading a friend for this back in the day, just because I wanted a bald Kurt Angle, and I didn't have a bald Kurt Angle, so I didn't really care about the arms, but noticing it now, I think he came in a 2-pack with Luther Reigns, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there's Kurt Angle. Next up, we got WCW Kevin Nash. I think this is the one that came with like a motorcycle or a car or something. I don't know. Maybe a truck. Came with a vehicle, I'm pretty sure. I think I've had this for a very long time. But yeah, Kevin Nash. His head's very wobbly. Next up, we got Mark Henry. Pretty heavy figure. World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry. Next up, we got Shawn Michaels without his tattoo for some reason. I don't know what they were thinking. They probably weren't thinking, or just totally forgot. I don't know why. Or they were just being cheap. Yeah. Would be a pretty great figure if it had that tattoo, but since it's missing the tattoo, it's kind of a bummer. Next, we got Titantron Edge. Very wobbly. Played with this one a lot as a kid. Pretty sure I used to put blood on him. That's why there's some red paint on him and whatnot. But yeah, Edge. Next, we got Charlie Haas. I think he was the final piece of that box set with Shelton and La Resistance. So yeah, there's Charlie Haas. Next up, we got Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero. Great likeness. Pretty awesome face. He's always just yelling. Yeah, Decent figure, Chavo Guerrero. Almost running out of space over here. Next up, we got a Bone Cruncher. This might be our first Bone Cruncher. I don't really remember if we pulled one out yet. Bret Hart. Yeah, awesome. Awesome figure. Might keep this one aside. I feel like putting this one on display. But yeah, there's Bret Hart. Next up, we got another deluxe. We got Booker T deluxe. I think this one came with another figure I wanted in like a bag at a thrift store. Yeah, so I had to just grab him because he came with somebody else that I wanted. Good face scan on him though. Looks a lot like him. Yeah, Booker T. Next up, we got a Rey Mysterio. This was my first Rey Mysterio, minus the ones that came with Goldberg and whatnot in WCW. But yeah, found this one at Walmart back in like 03. Who knows what year it was? Probably 03. But yeah, played with this one a lot. It's very wobbly. Great figure. Next up, we've got Carlito. Another one I think I got from my buddy in a lot. He's in not the best shape. His hair is soft, which is kind of weird. Yeah, there's Carlito with his Caribbean shirt on. Next up, we got this guy. Don't remember who he is, but yeah, I just think he's a manager for an Attitude Era guy. I forget the name of his wrestler. I forget who the heck that guy's name was. Oh, it's gonna bug me now. But if you guys know, let me know in the comments. Next up, we got Scotty to Hottie. Perfect likeness, I think. Decent figure. Yeah, not much more to say. I wish I had a Rikishi. I used to have one, but broke or I lost it. One of the two. I don't even remember. Next, we got Paul London. Another one I got recently in a lot. Never had a Paul London until like about a month or two ago. Always thought he was cool. Awesome cruiserweight. Paul London. Next up, we got Fit Finlay, and I love to fight. Yeah, awesome character. Looks a lot like him, except you can't really move his head up. He's always kind of looking down, which kind of sucks. Maybe because he's yelling at Hornswoggle or something. But yeah, there you go, Fit Finlay. Next up, we got classic superstars, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think this one came with Jake the Snake. Yeah, just a pretty blank expression on his face. Decent figure, I guess. Yeah, Stone Cold. Next up, we got another Jeff Hardy. This one, a little wobbly. Yeah, most of these I got from like Value Village or like another, like a pawn shop or flea market. You start seeing them a lot nowadays. People are just jumping on the Mattel figures now, so. But yeah, awesome Jeff Hardy. Next, we got one of my favorite grabs off one of my buddies. Ric Flair, classic superstars. Great figure. This is another one I might just keep aside and display somewhere in the room, just because it's so awesome, and just when Ric Flair was the boss of wrestling. So, yeah, awesome Ric Flair, classic superstars. Next, we got another Jeff Hardy. I think this is the one that came with Matt and Earl Hebner. I cut his hair when I was a kid, because at the time, I think in 2002, he cut his hair. So I was like, oh, I want him to look like how he looks like on TV. So I cut his hair and did an awful job. Just looks really dumb now, but yeah, hours and hours I played with this figure. Can't believe it's still in one piece somewhat. But yeah, Jeff Hardy. Next up, we got another Bone Cruncher, the Godfather. I mean, I don't have any of his accessories or anything. I don't remember what he came with, but I've had this for a very long time too. Yeah, Godfather. Decent figure for back in the day, I have to say. Next up, we got Matt Hardy, version 1. Matt Hardy. One of my earlier Ruthless Aggression figures. Got this one from Walmart. I remember being a kid, getting it. Yeah, Matt Hardy. Awesome. Next up, we got Spike Dudley with Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns jacket on him. I just thought he looked better with something on. He usually rocks a shirt or something in the ring. So, yeah, there's a little Spike. Next up, we got Paul Heyman. I think he's wearing Bischoff's jacket. I think I got him in a bag at Value Village or something. He didn't have a jacket in the bag, so I ended up just throwing Bischoff's jacket on him. I think he's supposed to have like a long coat, but yeah, there's Heyman. Next up, we got William Regal in his suit. Titantron. This could have been when he was GM. I think he was GM at one point, or commissioner or something. I think it was commissioner. I don't even remember. But yeah, there's William Regal in a suit. And next, we got another Titantron Hardcore Holly. Yeah, very plain figure. Probably one that you would have got at like Kmart or something. For you American people out there. Next up, we got an awesome Undertaker figure. Yeah, I think I got this from a buddy too. My one buddy Sam, if you're watching, what's up? He's probably regretting giving me this. I think this came with a Vengeance magazine or DVD, or it could have been a box set. I believe it's been released 2 different times, 2 different styles. I think he came in a box set with a bunch of people, but who knows which one this one came with. Sam, if you're watching again, let me know in the comments if you remember what this figure came with. But yeah, awesome Undertaker. I'll keep him right there. Next up, we got another Scotty 2 Hottie. A lot of multiple superstars in this bin. A lot of big names probably that aren't in this bin too. But yeah, there's Scotty 2 Hottie again. Next, we got another member of, I guess this is Rene Dupree. The final figure of that box set, I believe. I just used to use him as Sylvain Grenier because I already had a Dupree in purple. So to have all 3 members, I would just pretend this was Sylvain Grenier. That's a Rene Dupree figure. Next up, we got a WCW Diamond Dallas Page. One of my very first ever wrestling figures. He's in beat up shape big time. Can't really play with him, but yeah, there you go. Diamond Dallas Page. Next, we got my original Titantron Rock that I played a lot with. I even attempted to draw his tattoo on his arm at one point. Yeah, geez, this figure. This is one of the oldest figures I have. Probably my 3rd ever figure I've ever had, maybe 2nd. Yeah, but very old. Very old. Next, we got another Titantron figure I've had for a very long time. Mr. McMahon. I believe he came with the Titantron. A lot of people had this figure because a lot of people had the Titantron, but yeah, he was my Mr. McMahon figure like on my shelf for a long time until I got that Ruthless Aggression one. But yeah, there's Titantron McMahon. Next up, we got Chris Benoit. The Benoit that came with the 2-pack with Rhino. Looks like him. Toothless Aggression, Chris Benoit. We'll leave it at that. Next up, we got a broken Brian Kendrick. He came in a lot that I got recently. Yeah, a lot of figures were beat up in that lot. I paid real cheap for it. But he was just sitting there on the bottom. Armless Brian Kendrick. Next up, we got another awesome classic Superstars figure. One of my favorites. Roddy Piper, the Hot Rod. Another one I might keep to the side and display somewhere. It's just the space problem right now is my problem. So most of these figures are just in a bin. Well, all of them are in a bin, but hopefully not for long. Hopefully I can find a spot to display these figures because some of them are very, very cool. Next up, we got. I'm gonna try pulling 2 out at a time just to make it a little bit shorter. We got a Lex Luger, WCW, and an Undertaker Titantron. Yeah, this Lex Luger, man, I've had this for years. I'm scared to even try his action feature. I might break his leg off. But yeah, Lex Luger. Next, Undertaker, Titantron. Pretty awesome Undertaker, Titantron. Yeah, sweet. Next, we got 2 Bone Crunchers. We got Boss Man. This one I've had for a long time. It's a signature series. Another figure I got is this Gangrel. You got a blue stain on him somehow. I don't know how, but there's Gangrel. One I actually opened up recently. I was thinking about doing a custom Christian with the new Mattel, if I can ever find one. But yeah, I was going to pop this head off and put it on a Mattel Christian body with the white shirt and everything, but I don't know, maybe we'll do that one day. Next, we got Titantron Brood Christian, I believe. Could be Edge. I think it's Christian, though. Yeah, Brood Christian, we're going to go with. And next, we got Tajiri. Tajiri, I don't know how you say it. Came with mist on his face already, which is cool. I remember my friend thought I drew it on him, but I was like, no, man, he came like that. But yeah, Tajiri, awesome wrestler. Next, we got Titantron Kurt Angle. You know what? He actually might have came with, now that I'm remembering, I think he came with this Triple H, and I think Stephanie McMahon was in the box set. Yeah, I think it was when they were all, it was kind of like a love triangle going on, somewhat. I don't remember, but yeah, during the Attitude Era. 3-pack. Next, we got a WCW Hulk Hogan. I think this one came with a motorcycle or a car or something when they did that line with the figures and the vehicles. He was my Hogan for a long time. I had the Smash and Slam Hogan when I was a kid. Don't know what happened to it. The NWO version, I don't know what happened to it. Probably lost it or broke it because I played with it so much. But yeah, there's Hogan. Next up, we got another Rock figure that I tried customizing when I was like 10 or something. Horrible tattoo job. I just used permanent marker, and yeah, this was my Rock for a longest time. Like, this is the only Rock figure I had. I could never find a Ruthless Aggression era Rock. Besides that one in that 2-pack I got recently from a toy show, but yeah, awesome Rock. Next we got a WCW Sting, and I should start pulling 2. And another figure, Mankind Bone Cruncher, that I just drew all over his face. I don't know why I did that. I think I tried to draw his mask and I just screwed up and just covered his whole face in black and purple marker. This Sting is missing some fingers. I think this one came with like something you attached them to. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, there's a Sting. Here's that wrestler that came with the manager that I didn't know the name of. He's somewhere under here. Yeah, he's in a lot of movies, I know that. I just could never remember his name. He just plays like a bad guy in the background or big buff bodyguard or something. Next we got this this Lex Luger that you're supposed to press this button and he's supposed to flex, I'm guessing, but he doesn't do anything. Another figure that was just thrown in with a lot. Yeah, he's not the greatest wrestling figure ever. Next we got Jacqueline Signature Series and a Maximum Sweat Big Show. This Big Show is crazy. Maximum Sweat figures were hilarious. Next, we got 2 WCW figures. We're almost done here. There's like only a few left. Scott Steiner. This Scott Steiner I've had for years, played with it for years. Yeah, he was one of my favorites as a kid. I thought he looked awesome. Next, we got Goldberg. I think this is the one that came with the little mini Rey Mysterio. Yeah, this was my Goldberg figure for a long time too. I never really had a Goldberg, only this one, or one where he had a muscle shirt on and pants. Next we got 2 Bone Crunchers. We got Animal and Ken Shamrock. I think this Ken Shamrock came with, yeah, he did. He came with this Billy Gunn and then in a 2-pack. I got it for like my 6th birthday or something. But yeah, Bone Crunchers. And I guess these are the last 2. I guess we can count this guy. Another Scorpion King figure. Rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan. Great actor, gone too soon. I forget his name in the movie, but he was a cool part. We got this little Rock that I got recently. I got him at Bounty Hunter Toys. He was only like $1 or $2 or something, but I used to have one when I was a kid and I lost it or it broke. And then the last 2 figures of the bin are Paul Bearer and Goldust. This Paul Bearer is awesome. Don't remember, he probably came with Undertaker, but I don't really remember how or where I got him from. This Goldust, same thing. Could have had it for a long time. Might have got it in a bin or something I got. But yeah, there's the last figure, guys. Thanks for sticking with me and watching this. Yeah, like the video if you want to see more, I guess. I got more figures and bins, and I got my Mattel wrestling figures, so yeah, I guess thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.